This is
Let's
Talks
Talks.
with RDH. And we are back from a very long hiatus.
About a year.
It's been about a year.
A little longer than a year. I kind of calculated today.
You think so?
Yeah, because it was like the last podcast we had was like...
It was before my birthday. It was way before my birthday.
It was July.
Damn.
It was July. So it was like a year and 3 months. So it's been a long time.
Wow.
But we are back with video. Ha.
New. It's something new, you know, new platform.
Ha. So, yeah. So...
now y'all can put an actual face to the voices that y'all hear.
And the people
And
that
probably
talk shit the
decipher
most.
who is who, because I'm sure a lot of people think we sound alike. I don't know why, because we don't.
Right, because she has a baby voice and I don't.
Well, we didn't have to go there, but
Okay.
thanks. Anyway.
Great.
So, yes. So, to start off, since this is a new platform, we shall reintroduce ourselves.
Allow me to reintroduce myself.
My name is Hove.
Hove.
H to the
Actually, our name is not Hove.
All right.
So go.
My name is Raven. I don't really go
Are you about
by
to?
that.
Are you about to go down like my name is Raven? I'm 28.
No,
I'm a Libra.
That's not what I said.
Like that's how you about to go down?
No.
Oh, all right, that's
I was
crazy.
saying my name.
All right, go ahead.
My name is Raven, but I don't usually like to go down by Raven, even though that's what everybody calls
AKA
me.
your nickname is
Ray. That's it.
Big Daddy.
Poppy.
That's what the ladies
Nah,
call
just
her.
joking.
Yeah. So my name is Renee. I don't have a nickname.
Yes, you do.
That's just my name.
But for the household, we're gonna keep that to ourselves.
Chill. So that's my name. Her name is Renee, so we can decipher. We are sisters,
Yes.
if nobody knows, or, you know what I mean?
Yes.
If you're just a new viewer, I would guess.
Yes.
Um,
So it's Raven and Renee.
AKA real nigga. So I guess we could do that. Can we say nigga on YouTube? Is that it?
Oh, we gonna find out what's it.
I don't know.
Blooped out and what's not.
I don't know what YouTube does and doesn't do. It is what it is.
Anyway.
I'll put it in the comments. Real nigga. Okay, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Push
All
the notification, smash that notification button so you know when we come out.
Share it to all platforms: Twitter, Facebook, IG, Tumblr. I stay on Tumblr, so.
Black Planet.
What the fuck is Black Planet? Black People's Meet. Like,
BlackPeopleMeet.com.
Tinder, all that.
ChristianMingle.com.
Promote us.
Let us know.
Yeah.
But no, seriously. We have been gone for a long time, and that's where we are. No, we're not getting into that. Never mind. Go.
Why not?
Because I'm going too fast.
Okay. So, anyway, we are going to start with an icebreaker.
There we
just
go. That's why I went too fast.
I guess, get into this, get back into this, how we, ended things. So, the icebreaker is not a game this time, which we were good for doing games. It's just a question.
We will be back with games, though.
We would definitely be back with games.
I like games.
I do, too. I was going to actually ask you, like, a couple minutes ago if you wanted to do a game or a question, but I'm going to stick with the question at the moment.
Question is fine. Go for it.
All right, so the icebreaker is, what do you think the difference between trust and vulnerability is?
Oh, she want to get deep.
We're going to get right into it,
The difference between trust and vulnerability. Did you think about this answer?
I do have my answer. written
Okay, so
down.
you go. So let me think about it because I've learned to take time to say what I really feel and mean.
I think that in order to be vulnerable, you have to trust that person. So I feel like the definitions or what you get out of those two coincide. Mm-hmm. Because in order for you to be vulnerable to somebody, you have to trust them with your feelings and with anything that you have to offer. So I feel like I don't really feel like there's much of a difference there, if any.
Okay, so I would say there is a slight difference, right? Mm-hmm. I think you can trust somebody, but not necessarily trust them to the fullest extent, right? Because you can trust people in different portions or different aspects, right? So to fully trust somebody, I think you have to be able to be vulnerable with them. So I think that, yeah. So I'm going to go with that. To fully trust somebody, You have to be able to be vulnerable with them.
Right.
But there's also different levels of like trust, and there's also different levels of vulnerability. Like I can be vulnerable with you very differently that I can be maybe vulnerable with a friend. You know what I mean? So it's just different levels. But if we're talking about relationships, I feel like you have to be vulnerable in relationships. And I'm not just talking about like intimate relationships. I'm talking about like friendships. I'm talking about relationships with family as well. Like every aspect, you have to be able to be some type of vulnerable with them. And that means that you have to trust them to some type of level,
right.
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a great question. Actually, that was very in-depth to be starting off. But so this is episode 1. We are going to start clear, fresh, but we're still going to take a lot of things that we did from our first portion of our podcast, which is still on Spotify and Anchor and everything else. If you want to like get a taste,
SoundCloud,
right? If you want to get
Apple Music,
okay, shit. Right. So if you want to get a taste of like what we've been talking about or anything like that, definitely check those out. But this would be different. We would definitely go back into some of the other topics because it's been a year. So obviously our perspective has changed. We have experienced different things within those years, and a lot of things has came and gone. So
absolutely. So we are definitely going to go back and revert on a lot of things that we talked about.
A lot of, probably all.
More than, I'm pretty sure, like, all of our aspects on each topic that we discussed, and we had, what, like 20-something episodes? That...
Right under 20. I think it was like 19.
Yeah. So, like, I'm pretty sure our aspects on, like, a lot of those have either changed or grew about how deep we feel about those topics.
Yeah, for sure.
So, it's definitely going to be, like, I mean, to some of y'all, it might seem like we're repeating ourselves, but to most of y'all it's gonna be like something new, but we are here and we're back and we are
excuse me
better Corona.
Yo, that is so crazy because like that is so crazy because like niggas can't
bless
even
you,
like.
By the way,
first of all, people can't even say bless you when you sneeze, and people like Corona. Like, no, I don't.
Corona is the new bless you. Okay.
Right? Come on now, I don't. But like that was nasty. Excuse me. Okay, so the first question, like, just off rip, like, how have you been in life? Like, within this last year and 3 months, because I think I've calculated very well. This last year and 3 months, like, just how have you been? Like, the ups, the downs, the trials, the tribulations, the good parts, the bad parts. You know what I mean? Like, just how have you been, Raven? Deja.
Well, to start off, I'm great now. I am very great, very happy, very content with how my life is right now. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I guess when we ended it, I was going through a lot, or working with a lot that was on my plate at the time. But I am now free of those things, and I am now very happy. That's all I can say.
That's good.
How are you?
I'm glad that you're happy. You know what? Like a couple of months ago, I definitely texted you like, "Yo, happy looks good on you."
You did, and it's still like embedded in my mind.
Yeah.
So every time I actually feel happy, I always think about what you said.
No, it does,
because it made me cry. And somebody else said that to me too, but I was like, it sounded way better when Renee said it. Yeah. But we all not say that.
Because I'm your big sister, so
exactly.
Everything's never going to seem like better
10
when
times
I say.
more.
But seriously, no, happy does look good on you. Like, I don't like... I think I tell people this all the time. Like, you have like a special place in my heart, and it's not like it is mushy, but like not like outside of mush. You know what I mean? It's just like I'm always like super protective of you. And when I don't like certain things, or like you're unhappy, and I can see that you're unhappy, but you want to act like you're not unhappy, I'm just like, damn. But I also understand, like, as your big sister, like, I have to like let you be able to live your life the way that you want to live it. So like I stand back on a lot of things, and I just let you live your life. But I'm not gonna be like, yo, nigga, you can't be doing that. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not the person that be like, that's gonna tell you what you can and can't do, because I've been through it. But I've also want you to like live your life. But when I see good things or I'm looking at you happy, like I want you to know that like yo, like this is the space you need to be in, if that makes sense.
Aw.
Don't cry. She's so weird.
Aw.
But what I was about to say was like now y'all are able to like see the facial expressions that we make. Cause every time like I listen to a couple of the old podcasts, she's like, if you could see your face right now, and I'm just like, yeah, my face does like show a lot of things.
Absolutely.
But as for me, I've been good. I've been in a great place as of recent. You know what I mean? I've been through a transitional phase, if that makes sense. Like all phases of our life, we have transitional phases, and I'm in the phase of like alone, but like good alone, like wanting to be alone,
Like a comfortable alone.
like just wanting to be alone. Like I don't want to be around or be with anybody. Does that make sense? Like I just want to be alone, and I feel good in the space of being alone and being in my space by myself. So I've been good. I've been feeling good. I've been looking better. I've been eating better. I've been working out. You know what I mean? I've been doing a lot of different things.
I need to do that.
Meditation, yoga. I've been doing it all.
I do that every so often.
Yeah, meditation. I mean, yoga is great. It's really good for my back.
I meditate more because you don't have to be in like a certain environment to meditate. You can just meditate as long as it's your peace.
Yep. Whatever.
So I do that more often, like especially like when I'm like on my way to work.
Yeah.
I do meditate, especially when I feel myself getting angry because of the fucking transit system. But I do meditate more often than I do yoga. But I do yoga maybe like once or twice a month.
Yeah.
I try to like set time out to do that.
Yeah.
I'm not that good at it. I'm still a beginner, and I've been doing it for like 2 years now. But
right, but I'm not super great at yoga neither, but whatever helps my back, 'cause my back is like
great.
the worst.
It
like,
feels very
it feels really
great.
good. It just puts you at peace. But I also started meditating with crystals, which has been putting me like in a super self-awareness, very conscious state of mind, which is good. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't always in the best state of mind. You know what I mean? Like we go through our ups and downs, so you're not always in the best state of mind.
Right.
So that's where we have been at. So what have you been doing, I would guess? Like,
Me?
what have you been doing?
I've been doing literally everything. Like,
Yeah, I know.
I have traveled. I do random things all the time. I hike. I do random things. Like, what did I do? I went to Chicago recently.
Dope.
And out there, what did I do? I went to this like VR.
I don't know what you did.
I went to this like VR like game room type thing, and you like put goggles on, and you're just like playing games.
No.
With, like virtual reality.
Right.
That shit was scary as hell because I was like stepping down off a cliff, and I thought I was
falling.
falling, but I was
Weirdo.
not falling at all.
But I was not falling at all.
I've hiked a couple of times this summer.
Yeah.
What else have I been doing? I think I've been doing like random things, and it's just like very
Freeing.
and fulfilling. It's just like, damn, I can do this. This is what life is. Just like exploring, doing what you want to do all the time.
Hell yeah, that's
It's
exactly
just
what life
great,
is like. When you don't have a kid, you can just do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, that's exactly how life is. I still like feel like that though, like with a kid though. So whatever.
Yeah.
But that's the point of like life. Where we at?
What have you been doing?
Oh, great. That's a great question.
You've been doing a
I
lot.
low key quit my job.
Oh,
Low key got that job
I'm
out
trying
of
to
here.
do that next. I've actually had a
Yeah, man.
fucking interview today.
Let's go.
And, praying for all
if it's yours, it
positive
will be
things
yours.
with that situation.
If
'cause
not, a better situation will come. Period.
Absolutely.
So maybe, you know what I mean? Whatever the case may be.
Absolutely.
But if not, that is just situation. But yeah, so within this last year and some change, I have written a book.
A great book, by the way.
It is about to be, well, it is published. I guess it's about to come out soon. Maybe.
Dropping soon.
Right, maybe while this drops, I don't know. It would depend on when this actually comes out. So yeah, so it's definitely like it would be on like you're annoying. It would be on Amazon. I'm shipping it and handling it myself as well. So it would be on all platforms, Kindle and everything.
So just let her know if you want a book. Matter of fact, buy the book. We ain't asking you to let her know.
Right.
$22. Is what $22.50? Is that how much it is?
It's $22.
$22. Run that money.
Yo, right. So the book is 22 Secrets to Self-Love, and it's basically just a forum of
Maybe I need to take my hat off.
It's a book about just getting to self-love, self-awareness, self-discovery, self-worth. Everything that has to do with you. It has a lot to do with the inner you. You know what I mean? It's a book that I wish I had at least when I was in college, at least when I turned 17, 18 years old. You know what I mean? It's just things that kids go through and don't know they're actually going through. So I'm just giving you gems and nuggets, you know what I mean, that you need, and may not even know that you need. Mm-hmm. But there's also like a lot of books that I read that you're supposed to be reading these books every year to gain more knowledge from, and that's the type of book that I wrote. It's a very, very easy read. I think it's like 212 pages, but it's not long. Like, does that make sense? Like, I literally read the book, and it's my own words, so I mean, take it for what it is. At that point, I literally read the book I read the book in a day. But I don't suggest you read it in a day because I want you to actually digest what you're reading and understand what you're reading. And everything is going to come to you in due time. So you may read a chapter, not understand it, but then go back 6 months and be like, oh, now I understand exactly what I'm saying. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that's the type of book that it is. It's like it's a great book, like for all ages, for anything that you're going through, for all experiences. If you just want to gain knowledge or gain some type of wisdom, to learn how to have self-love and self-confidence and learn how to take care of yourself before you take care of anybody else. That's the type of book that it is. So it's a really good book. It's a really good read. And I'm not just saying that because I read it. I mean, because I wrote it. For
someone who has read it and didn't write it, it's a great book.
Right, but that too.
And I also only read the drafts.
Right. So you didn't even read the final copy.
I didn't even read the final copy, but.
And because Dad has it in a headlock, but anyway, other than that, but like I reread the book, and I'm just like, damn, I know what I'm talking about. So when
I'm good.
Yeah, like so when you like read a book like that you read or something, you'd be like, damn, I know what I'm like. That's exactly the reaction that I have for myself. So I just think it's like fucking amazing, and I think that it's a stepping stone to where I want to be. Mm-hmm. So yeah, fuck that job, man.
Fuck that place,
work.
man.
Yeah, y'all don't gotta work, yo. Y'all can figure it out by yourself. Be an entrepreneur. Like, do things for yourself. You know what I mean? So
that's the goal, man.
Yeah, so that would be a conversation and be a journey of like how I started writing or what all that. I'll entail that in something else, but yeah. So that's basically where.
So basically, what she's saying is $22. That book
will be coming out very soon.
Yes,
sooner than super soon.
Dropping soon.
Yeah. So pandemic, we talked about the corona slightly. So pandemic, how has the pandemic been for you? Or let's just say 2020, right? Because 2020, everybody says like, yo, throw the whole year away. Because it's been so trash. We have a lot of deaths, especially a lot of black deaths with Black Lives Matter, from Breonna Taylor to George Floyd. We have just Chadwick Bowen to Gianna to Kobe Bryant. It's just been so much going on and so much bad, which I do not take away. You know what I mean? I understand bad situations and I understand bad things have happened. Right. But just overall, how has 2020 been up until now? This is about to be it's about to be October, so right before October, like how has 2020 been for you?
Libra season, by the way, birthday coming up next week, October 8th. Get the
Libras lie.
We do Libras lie, but we lie with purpose, or at least
it ain't no purpose. Come on now.
Listen, we ain't gonna talk about that.
Oh, okay.
All I wanted to do was give Libras a shout out. That's all. That's it.
I guess.
Fuck out of here.
I guess I'll be out of the. I don't really bang with too much Libras like that. I bang with Libras that I have to bang with.
Wow. Well, that's fine because
You're
I'm
not
one
a
of them.
choice. Right. Yeah,
I'm one of
not a
them, so
choice
it's
at
okay.
this point. So yeah.
So 2020 so far has been very great to me. I don't know, like minus the pandemic,
Yeah.
which didn't very much affect me because I still went to
I had
work
to work.
fucking every day. I
Right.
literally still worked every day. We did not close at all. So
Your job definitely should have closed. Just saying.
right.
It's a weird job.
But doesn't make sense. But yeah, so like the pandemic did not very much affect me in like terms of like work wise. I did not get a fucking break as much as I needed it. Right. I was not one of those who got a break. I got free money.
I did.
We got money out of it. And what else? I'm newly single. So that was like a very big thing that happened. So I mean 2020 has been like very good to me so far. I've met like a lot of new very great people in 2020. So yeah, 2020 has been pretty good to me minus the pandemic. You know, that's something that I can't control.
Right.
But for the things that I can control, I can say that 2020 has been pretty great.
Right.
What about you?
2020, I mean, I hate to say it, but 2020 has been good for me, man. I wrote a book within a year, getting it published, about to have it out within a year. So I think that's just incredible within itself because a lot of people take years to read a book, to write a book, to make sure everything is correct. You know what I mean? And for me, I just didn't take that long. Technically, I've been writing the book for years, right? But I didn't know what I was writing. I was just writing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So when I put everything together, it kind of just came out, and then I like flushed it out after a while. So it didn't take me long. Other than that, I've just been in a great mental space, you know, and that comes from ups and downs and all that other stuff that comes with it. But I've been in a great mental space. I think my family has been good, which makes me feel good. But more than that, like I've just been feeling good. I've been feeling in a great space. So that's to me, I don't know. Like a lot of bad things happen in 2020, and I just think for me personally, also a lot of good things has happened for me. So I can't like the bad outweighs the good for
Absolutely.
sure.
Yes.
But I can't throw away the positive that I've seen that 2020 because I've just been so self-disciplined. I've been so determined. I've been so focused. I've been so concentrated. I've been like no fucking distractions. Like if you're a distraction, bro, like you gotta go from my life. You know what I mean? And it doesn't matter if it's from like me just sitting there just watching a movie because that's what I enjoy doing, watching a movie, or it's just like I want to go out and have fun tonight.
Right.
You know what I mean? I want to go out and do this. And that's not really me. I don't really go out and do anything, but I'm just saying if I feel like I want to do that, then like I'm cool. I could do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that I've been in a good space. The biggest downer that I can say that and it gets my emotions very raw is like the killings of Black lives.
Absolutely.
That gets me. I get very emotional, and I get very angry.
Yeah.
It's beyond anger. It's like I'm enraged at this point, you know, and I don't know if it's gonna get any better, but I think I still fight so it can be better for my kid, right? Not just for me, because at this point I'm 30. You know what I mean? I'm 30 plus, so. What I'm going to get is what I'm going to get. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And what happened in my life is what happened in my life. You know what I mean? The first police brutality that I've really like heard and known about, and I still remember this man's name to this day. It was in New York City. His name was Sean Bell. And that's the first thing that I've ever remembered of like Black violence.
Yeah.
That did not go our way. You know what I mean? So other than that, you know, like things have been good, but that infuriates me. I don't like being able to, I don't like having to defend the way Black people feel.
Yeah.
You know, that bothers me because we're Black and you can't tell another Black person how to feel. Like, I can't tell you how to feel. You feel what I'm saying? Like, period. So I can't tell another Black person how to feel. So it enrages me when I see another Black person say like, looting ain't the thing. Looting ain't, you can't loot, you can't. But to me, I'm like, all right, yo, looting ain't for me. You feel me? I'm not gonna do that because I have other things going on. I got a kid. I gotta think about my family. I gotta think about bailing myself out. You know what I mean? I think about too much things. But if that's what other people want to do, then that's not my business. This ain't ours.
Right.
This ain't ours. Ain't too much things built that's ours. You know what I mean? Like, protect yours. Protect black businesses. I believe in that. Protect what we have going on. But us looting what? Like a white downtown Baltimore? Like, why I care about that?
Right.
That's mad. Like, it's super like touristy. It's for white people to come down. And I'm not saying anything, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, why do I care about them looting downtown? I don't care about that.
Right.
I don't care about that. Like, that's just me. Like, if these young kids think that that's the best solution and how they gonna get responses, who am I to tell an 18, 19-year-old person how to feel? Because I went out there on that march downtown, and I seen younger kids. I seen 18, 17, 19-year-old kids, and that's all they see. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't really see that when I was younger. So, yes, they are beyond enraged. Yes, they want something to change. You know what I mean? And this is the way they know how to express their feelings. So who am I to tell them anything about how to do it and what to do? I may not agree with it, but I ain't never going to tell another black person how to feel or anything like that.
Yeah.
Like, that's just not how I am. That's just not how I move. So it's very different for me. You know what I mean? Like, and I've been in arguments online, like, no, like, you know what I mean? When we talk about, like, black on black crime or whatever the case may be, and I'm just like, bro, there's no black on black crime. And
right.
I've learned to, like, they just don't want to know.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, there's no reason for me to argue to you about anything about black because you're not black. You don't experience the things that I experience. You're not black. Like, I experience very different than what you experience, even though we are black and women.
Yeah.
And gay. You know what I mean? We experience very different things. Just like a black male that's heterosexual experiences very different things.
Just like you would not be mislabeled.
What?
You would not be mislabeled as to, like, I would be mislabeled.
Like,
gender-wise.
Oh, no, sometimes I am.
But, like, if we were to walk down the street right now, nobody would refer to you as a male. Sometimes they'll look at me real quick. I was called a sir today.
I was called a sir.
And I didn't even have a bra on, so my titties was, like, them things was low.
Not them bras.
Like, I know.
Yeah, where was I at? They kept saying sir, and I just ignored it. I'm just like, whatever. Like, I'm not here to like yo, bro, like, whatever you need, whatever I'm here for, just do that.
Give it to me.
Like, it doesn't
right.
matter. Like, I don't take offense to it anymore. Like, when I was younger, I used to take offense to it. I'm just like, because I got braids to the back, like, that makes me no. But, like, now I'm just like, whatever, bro. Like,
right.
Yeah, I don't really care about it. So
go ahead.
No, you go. No, go ahead.
So I'm changing the topic.
Okay, wait. So before that, right? Before you change the topic, there's a conversation of, like, what do you consider yourself, right? Do you consider yourself a black woman or a gay black woman or a black woman who is gay? Like, how do you put yourself, like, if somebody asks you, like, who you are, right? Like, is it a woman that is black who so happens to be gay? Like, how do you state yourself, right?
Like, for people who can't see me physically.
No, just in general. Like,
in general, I don't think that I bring up that I'm black or that I'm gay. Because I feel like those things are pretty obvious. Okay. So if, like, today on my interview, when he told me to tell me about myself, I described everything about myself except what I am or who I am. The sexuality. Because I feel like that is already, like, it's already put out there. Like, I'm coming to you with a tie on and slacks and some dress shoes, which aren't, like, I guess, female attire. It's clearly men's attire. And I'm obviously black, which was funny because to get back to, like, my work situation, like, I don't know if, like, I know that I'm discriminated against, but I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know if it's because I'm black or if I don't know if it's because I'm a woman. Oh. Because there's only two women there. There's only two women in our franchise. And one of them's white. She's white and she's lesbian, but she's white. So like,
But is she a femme?
She's a femme. So,
Okay, so
they don't even know. Like, if you're not at our store, you don't even know that she's a lesbian. So with me, I don't know what it is. You know, so I don't look into it and I don't feel what it is, but I know it's something. And I was talking to the interviewer today about it, and he was like, and I was like, I don't know if you know, but I'm African American woman, and I was like, and I'm the only African American woman that works in the franchise. And he was like, are you really? And I was just like, okay. Like, I know I didn't have to say that, but I had to say it because I literally just don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that sucks that you have to go through that.
Yeah,
I would definitely quit. I'm just saying, that's just me.
I would quit if I had some type of fucking...
Unemployment is real.
Unemployment works when you get fired, but I can't just quit and be like, oh, I need unemployment. I've been trying to get fired as much as I can.
Pandemic is going on. They not really checking.
But, yeah, so I don't think I describe myself by my physical attributes if I'm describing myself.
Because some people do, you know what I mean? And sometimes you get slack for saying, like, for me, I'm black first. Me, that is who I am. I believe black is greatness. I believe that I come from greatness, so I'm black first. I'm a woman second who so happens to be gay. And I say it like that because my sexuality has very little to do with who the fuck I am.
Absolutely.
Period. It has very little to do with who I am. You know what I mean? Like, some experiences may be different, but I'm still a black woman in this world. You know what I mean? And I don't want nobody to be like, oh, well, she's a gay black woman, and so she's like, I don't like that type of, I guess, that stigma that comes along with it. You know what I mean? I want people to see me as a black woman, ... that is gay. Or lesbian. You know what I mean? That's the more correct term. But I'm just saying, like, I don't like people like, gay black woman, and I'm gay first, because I'm like, I mean, cool. That if that's what you want to be, then do that. But, like, don't ridicule me because I say lesbian last. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I don't like. Okay. So to switch the topic, go. I'm listening.
Well, it's not really switching topics now that you said all that.
I'm sorry.
So my next thing was, like, as far as, like, your identity, like your label, your pronouns, and your status of, like, relationship status. What are you? So it's pronouns.
So you go first, so I know exactly
your label and your status.
Okay, so pronouns, she, her, because I still believe I'm a woman. I don't want to be a man. I think every woman would say this. Like, obviously, I don't like my period, but no woman likes that. You know what I mean? Unless, like, you don't have one.
Right.
So I'm still she and her. I don't believe. I just like masculine clothing. So I understand why I can come across like I may want to be, but I don't. That's by no means. So that's my pronouns, she, her.
Okay.
What's the next thing?
Your label as, like, would you label yourself as, like, lesbian, queer,
lesbian,
non-binary? Well, non-binary would actually be, like, your pronoun, I guess. But, like, would you be...
Okay, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. Like, I'm not too much into, like, I don't know a lot about the pronouns. I try to inform myself a lot about it because I don't want to offend anybody. And I respect what anybody does in their personal life and how they are with being transgender or not transgender or non-binary, whatever the case may be. But I would just consider myself a lesbian, I would say. And I'm a lesbian that would date a femme, a stud, a stem. I don't know about a dyke because for me, you know what I mean? For me, I think dyke is more of like you want to play the man role.
That's not always the truth.
That's what I'm saying. So that could be I can be way off. You know what I mean? But for me, when I hear dyke, it's like she wants to play the man role and she wants to be the male in a relationship, and it's just like she's a touch me not and all of that, and I'm not into none of that. Like, I want you to touch me just like I want to touch you.